Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Today we're gonna be making some pigtail bhagi rice. So this bhagi my mom sent it to me, so it's just steamed. There's nothing in there. And I'm using dasheen bush bhagi today. But I've also used spinach and it came out really well. And I have my pigtail here that is already boiled to remove some of that salt from there. But it still has a little bit of salt. It's a little bit soft, but still a little bit hard. So what else do we need for this? I have here some thyme, some green peppers, some red, some hot peppers, some carrots, some pimento, some celery, some onion chopped. We'll need some black pepper. I'm using okra. This is optional. You don't have to add this, but if you want to, it's your choice. I have some crushed garlic, some green season. I have my rice here that is washed, and some coconut milk and some oil. So if you also have pumpkin, you can add a piece of pumpkin to this, but I don't have any, so I just left it out. So our first step is that we're going to put our pot to heat up, and then we'll move on from there. So once your oil is heated, you're going to go in with your chopped onions. You're going to cook that like for about a minute or two. Then we're going to go in with our chopped peppers. We're going to allow that to cook in there for like another minute or two. So once that cooks up in there, we're going to add our garlic. We don't want to add the garlic too early because it'll burn. So we're going to add it at this stage. We're going to allow that to cook and get a little bit brown. Then I'm going to add my carrots and my celery. So I just added my thyme, my green seasoning, and my celery. I'm going to let everything cook for another minute or two. And then in here I'm going to add the pigtail. I just added my pigtail. Once this starts cooking up with all that seasoning, then we're going to add this bhagi to this. So once my pigtail was cooked up, I just added in the spinach juice. And this is dasheen bush bhagi that I'm using. So it's still a little bit frozen. So I'm going to allow everything to cook in here and for that to mix up together with the pigtail. And then we'll move on to the next step. My frozen spinach has started to melt down a bit, so I just added my chopped okras here. So once this is dried, I'm going to go in with the rice. I'm going to add some black pepper to this now. And once the rice cooks up in there together with everything, we're going to add the coconut milk. So this has started to fry up. Now I'm going to go in with my washed rice. Guys, make sure you wash the rice. I'm going to give that a good mix. Once that starts to fry up in there with all the spices and pigtail and this bhagi and all of that, we're going to add our coconut milk. So I'm going to give this a good mix. So my rice has started sticking to the pot, so I'm going to go in now with my coconut milk. So this is some coconut that I previously blended, so I'm just draining it here in case if there's any big pieces left. Check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a good mix and see if I need any more water to this. So I just added a bit more water to this. I am going to cover this and allow this to cook on low heat for probably like about 20-25 minutes. Keep checking it in between to make sure it doesn't stick or burn. So I'm going to check back with you guys in a little bit. So this is what my bhaji rice looks like once it's finished. I'm gonna dish this out and you guys are gonna see how lovely this is.